Hello and welcome back to the 6th video in the Renegade Forex free smart money concepts Forex trading course that I am referring to now as 5-step Forex. So in this video, we're actually going to go over step number 3, which is change of character. Before we get started, a few things to mention. This is the, like I said, 6th video in a free course on this YouTube channel. So if you are just randomly stumbling upon this, be sure to check out the playlist and the videos that come before this so you can put all of this information together into one fluid understanding of the basics of smart money concepts. Also, just to give a quick shout out, make sure you check the resources at 5stepforex.com and renegadeforex.com. I have those as well as a few other websites down below that you can check out for some free as well as paid resources to help you become a better trader. So let's go ahead and get started with change of character. So in this video, we're going to be talking about change of character and a quick overview of some of the things you're going to be learning and that you should know by the end of this video. First of all, what is a change of character? We also abbreviate that as a CHOCH or CHOCH. Some people say CHOCH. I'm not really sure. Honestly, I don't even say the abbreviation. It's like a really trendy word that people use. So like, however you want to pronounce it, that's totally up to you, but it stands for change of character. Also, we're going to talk about what a change of character actually indicates. We're going to talk about how to spot and mark a change of character. We're also going to show visual examples of a change of character. And in the next video, as always, we're going to do an actual walkthrough on live charts and apply what we learned in this video on a live chart. So what is a change of character? A change of character is the first and earliest sign of a swing pullback beginning or ending. Change of character is a brief pullback in a fractal structure followed by an attempted or successful new high or low, followed again by a wick or a candle close of the fractal pullback. This indicates the lower time frame losing momentum and is the earliest sign of the move reversing or of the trend reversing. Change of character alone is not accurate, but combined with other confluences, it increases our understanding and probabilities of what smart money is doing at that point in time in the marketplace. So what does a change of character indicate? A change of character is the first indication of a pullback beginning or ending. Change of character lets us know when a trade we are in can potentially be starting to move against us or can be signaling it moving in our favor prior to entry. Change of character is the beginning of the fractal structure breaking down and reversing, which causes the time frame you are viewing to do the same. It's important to remember that change of character alone does not mean anything because the fractal time frame below the one you are viewing is constantly changing to create the time frame you are viewing. So in other words, there's always a trend below the time frame you're watching, and that trend is always changing to print the candles that you are actually watching. So we need to combine change of character with other confluences that we are going over in this course in order for it to be accurate. So how do we spot and mark a change of character? Change of character is a brief pullback in fractal structure followed by an attempted or successful new high or low, a wick or candle body close, which if you don't know what that is or you haven't learned that yet, we do talk about that in the break structure lesson. That's the first part of this course. So it's followed by an attempted or successful new high or low, followed again by a wick or candle close above or below the fractal pullback. A change of character is only valid when it's actually breaking a low that formed or tried to form a new high or low, or vice versa. When referring to change of character, the candle body close or wick practice that we previously discussed does not apply. We can use wicks to mark a change of character. So compared to a break of structure, we have to actually have a candle body close to mark and dictate a break of structure. but with a change of character, it can be a wick that is causing a change of character. I explain all of this in depth in the Renegade Forex course. So if this is something that's confusing, you can definitely check out the course and see if that's a good fit for you, because I do go really in depth in this in my course. We also, one last note, we also touch base on how to use inside bars for a change of character, rather than a lot of people talk only about previous highs and lows. One other note, we also explain how to use inside bars for a change of character in the course as well. So a few examples. This one's going to be of a bearish change of character. We can see price rallying here, up, pull back, run up, pull back, run up. And notice these are all breaks of structure, break of structure. And we can then see price come down and it breaks this low, continues down, pulls back, and it breaks this low again for another break of structure, pulls back and goes again. And so this is a common reversal pattern that we see in any market, any time frame. And basically what this lesson is talking about is this right here, is a change of character. And so the change of character can be marked after a wick or a candle body close from a low that actually did something. So that's the easiest way to remember it, is as long as the low here actually did something, as in it actually wicked or broke this next high, then is when price comes down and wicks or breaks this low, that is a change of character. As soon as that happens, that's a change of character. So a lot of you are saying, well, how is this any different than a break of structure? Well, the rules are slightly different. So in order for this to actually qualify as a break of structure, it has to actually break and close above this old high, as we talked about in the previous videos. If you haven't watched that yet and you don't understand what I'm talking about, please go back and watch that first and then come back to this episode. When we have a low that causes either a wick or a break of an old high, we know that there's actually aggressive buy orders in here, and we can expect price to come back down and respect this zone and continue on. But oftentimes what will happen with a change of character is we will have this low that rallies and it will just wick this high. It will then retrace and it will then wick this low, and it will then retrace and then break this structure. So the main difference between break of structure and change of character is that wicks can actually be involved to dictate or to see a change of character actually taking place in the market. And so in the next video, when we actually apply this concept to the charts, I'll show you this more in depth. For now, I'm just using a line chart because it's a lot simpler and easier to get your mind wrapped around it before we take it to a live chart. So again, just to recap, a change of character can include wicks. It does not have to actually break above this high. It can wick this high. It can then come back down and wick this low right here. It does not have to actually break below this low to be a change of character. This is the earliest sign of a market reversing, followed by an actual true break of structure, retracement, and mitigation to go short. You can see if you're actually trading this that a change of character can be really aggressive because it can be just a liquidity grab. And so that's why it's not accurate 100% of the time. I mean, nothing is 100% accurate, but that's why if you're just looking for change of character on its own without any other confluence, then it's not like the Holy Grail or anything like that. It's really not anything that amazing or that special to trade, because of the fact that it can give a lot of false signals. So really we want to have, which we'll talk about this at the end of this course, we want to have many, many other confluences that are all wrapped in together with the change of character in order for it to be as accurate as possible. So now let's go over a bullish example. It's the exact same thing, but reversed. And so again, we have a rally down, we have a slight pause and a continuation, or a slight pullback and continuation. Price can either close below this low. So this leg here can actually close below this low, or it can just wick it and then turn around, and it can either close above this high, or it can just wick it, come back, and then rally again for a break of structure at the point in which this right here is either wicked or closed. That becomes a change of character. So a change of character, and it pulls back, and we have a break of structure, and then it pulls back to continue the reversal of this market. Again, this happens on any time frame, any chart, it doesn't matter. And like I said in the last slide, we want to have multiple confluences in order for this to actually be as accurate as possible. You will notice if you just try to find a change of character, you will see it everywhere on your chart. The only time it actually applies at the beginning or end of an actual trend. So just to wrap up, in conclusion, change of character alone is not accurate. As I stated many times, just trying to trade a change of character without other confluences will result in many losses, and also result in you being on the wrong side of the market. It does give a lot of fake signals or false signals because we need to combine it with many other confluences that we are going over in this course. It's also the absolute earliest indication of a trend reversing. So if you're someone who wants to trade a little bit safer, then this probably is not even going to be for you, but you still want to kind of have an idea of it for how to spot when a trend is actually getting ready to reverse. So in high value areas, this can be a very powerful confluence. Without any other references, you will see change of character everywhere. You will also notice that many times what you think is a change of character is actually a liquidity grab if you are not looking in the right areas. And as always, remember this concept applies to any time frame and any chart. I always like to add a slide for full transparency. This free course does not include every single moving part that there is involved in trading smart money concepts. And I do have a full in-depth course in which I go over these topics. So we talk about fractal structure. We talk about understanding fractal structure without changing timeframes. We talk about applying change of character to swing structure and any leg of any trend. We talk about how to apply change of character to multi-time frame analysis. We talk about applying wicks more in-depthly to change of character because there, like I said in the original break of structure video, there is a difference between a wick and an actual candle body close. For a change of character, it can be either one. And so we go into more in-depth analysis on that because that tends to kind of throw a lot of people off. So that's explained really well in depth in the course as well. If that sounds like something that might be a good fit to you, make sure you check out the links below this video. And also down below this video, you will see an option to watch this free course completely ad-free. If you check the links in the description, there should be something down there mentioning ad-free content. I went ahead and made a structured members area that you can refer back to for a small monthly fee, as well as ad-free content. So there's actually no YouTube ads showing on this video. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely check the links below. Lastly, if you want a copy of my slides for your notes, you can access those at the links below for 100% free. All you have to do is enter your email and I will send those to you automatically. That way you can refer back to them and keep them, print them, add your own notes to it, whatever you want to do. They are yours to keep. So that wraps up the overview lesson on change of character. Again, my name is Mike with Renegade Forex, and this is video 6 of a free Smart Money Concepts Forex trading course, where we are talking about the 5 simplest steps on how to become a smart money trader. And this course is now something that I'm calling 5-Step Forex. You can find more information about it at 5stepforex.com. or visit my main website, renegadeforex.com, as well as any of the links below this video to learn more information. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications because next week we're going to be talking about entries, all the different types of entries there are, how to actually place your entry. And we're starting to work towards the end of this course where we put all of these concepts together. So you definitely don't want to miss next week because we're actually going to be talking a little bit more in depth of how to actually place a trade. So for those of you who have been watching this since the beginning, thank you for watching. If you're new to the channel and this is the first time you've seen it, make sure you go back and watch the entire playlist so you can get the full benefit of the free course. And once again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.